What's going on, Truckin family? Welcome to another episode of Truckin with P, and I am your boy, P. Let's get right into it. First 30 days of trucking. Telling you, when I first got out on that road, I was nervous. I was scared. But we all are. Don't let that stop you. Just take your time. Get out. Look. Listen. Aim high. Just pay attention to everything. Every little thing. If you ain't sure, get out and make sure. It don't take but a second. I'm telling you. It'll save you a lot of headache. So, my first 30 days of trucking. One thing I will say that I did not know my first 30 days that I was doing was parking on entrance and exit ramps. My whole life I've been seeing 18-wheelers parking on entrance and exit ramps. I thought that was just the thing to do. I thought that was a parking spot for us. I didn't know that technically we are not supposed to be there. I've been parking right here my first couple weeks every day. And finally I get a call from my company saying, hey, where were you parked at last night? Me not knowing, I parked right there on the entrance ramp. Why, what's going on? Something happened? Well, you know, you're not supposed to park there. State law says you're not supposed to park there. So what were you doing there? I say, well, I didn't know. Nobody told me I couldn't park there, and I was there with 10 other trucks, so I didn't think it was an issue. It was an issue. I didn't get in trouble. It was a little slap on the wrist, but I learned then, technically by law, most states you're technically not supposed to park on entrance and exit ramps, so make sure you check your local laws or the state that you're in laws and make sure. Just cover yourself. That's one thing I wanted to say. But my first 30 days, it was an experience. I started off over the road, just going everywhere. I was mainly from the Midwest to the East Coast, so from Michigan down to Texas, on over from Maine down to Florida. I was just going everywhere. And I had a few incidents my first 30 days that it was like a wake-up call for me. One of them, one thing about it is I knew that I needed to start watching the places that I parked. I was the type where I was trying to make every dollar. So I'm gonna run my time. You get 11 hours a day. I run my time to 10 hours and 40 minutes and pull on an entrance and exit ramp. 10 hours and I'm back on the road. Once I realized, you're not supposed to take the ramps, so I stopped taking the ramps. I would find whatever the closest truck stop, whatever the closest place, whatever I seen on my maps or whatever I seen on my navigation. That's what I use. Is right down the street. That's where I'm going. I don't care if it was Frank's Hardware, but they said that you can park there. I don't care if it was Boo Boo Sugar Shack. If they say you can park there and trucks are parked there, I'm there. I don't care what it looked like. I don't care what's in the area. I don't care about none of that. I had to learn not to do that. I had an incident one day where I was parked in one of these, it's not like a major chain, it's just like a little store that had 3 spots for 18-wheelers right in the back. Had one diesel fuel pump, so one truck can go in at a time, and it's just some little small spot. I think I was delivering at a Procter & Gamble, so it was right up the street from the Procter & Gamble, and I just parked there. I want to say it might have been in Ohio or something, but I parked there, and I just shut down. I had me shut down maybe 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes, and I'm just kind of hanging out. It was, I think it was like fall, so it was kind of getting dark, but it wasn't all the way dark. And I was talking to my mom on FaceTime, so I'm looking at my phone, and I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings, which is another thing. Even if you're in the truck, out the truck, driving the truck, back in the truck, whatever you're doing as a truck driver, pay attention to your surroundings. I'm gonna get into another video and explain a little more about why I say that, but this is one incident within my first 30 days, so I'm gonna go ahead and include this incident since it was in my first 30 days. But so I'm sitting there, I'm talking to my mom. We on FaceTime because I've been gone a few weeks, so I want to see how face to face, how you doing, mom, this, that, and the third. I look up and I see a woman coming from the distance. I'm parked behind the store. There's really nothing else back here. It's a couple parking spots, a dumpster. It ain't no reason. I mean, it's not a path to come through. You can't cut through. There's no reason you should be back here. I see her walking towards my truck. I'm parked in one spot. I said there was 3 spots. I'm parked in one spot. I'm in the middle spot. It's an empty spot on the passenger side, and it's a truck on the driver's side of me, but it's a day cab with a tanker attached to it. So, and there's nobody in the day cab. The truck was there when I pulled up. I didn't see nobody go to it. I had already been in the store and back out. I didn't see anybody in the store, so I assumed someone just parked there for the night and they just left the truck or whatever. So I wasn't really paying too much attention to that truck no more. I just knew it was there. And I see the lady coming from a distance, and I can tell, not trying to, cast any judgment or anything like that or trying to profile anybody, but I seen her from a distance walking up to me, and as she got maybe 15 yards away from my truck, I looked up, she looked at me, and I could tell she was trying to flag my attention. First thing I did immediately was check all my mirrors, because I know where I'm from, people send somebody to get your attention if they want to rob you, and you'll look up, pay attention to that person, and another person will be coming to rob you. So I looked up, I seen her. First thing I did was look at all my surroundings, check my mirrors, check everything. I didn't see anybody. I stood up, looked down by my door. I didn't see anybody by my door. So I just flagged her off. Like, I don't know what she's saying. Like I said, I didn't want to profile her, but I assumed just by the way she was looking, the way she was dressed, the way she was walking up, you could tell something was off with her. I assumed she was going to ask for money. A lot of times, I get places and they see my headset on, or they see me pull up and get out my truck, and they come and stop me and ask me for money. I learned later on in the months that that's a common thing. People ask truckers for the money. So I seen her. That was the first incident where I assumed someone was coming to ask me for money. So I just kind of flagged her off and didn't pay any more attention to her. So I'm back on the phone. About 5 minutes later, my passenger door pops open. I look over. It's the same lady that was over there. She over here, about to get in my truck. True story. I'm looking like, lady, what the heck? I don't know what kind of words I can say on here, so I'm but I said, lady, what in the world is you doing? She looked at me and she said, you handsome. Handsome? I said, if you don't get your... And I went to, grab something, because I'm like, I see this lady and she opened my door. I don't know what else going on. I'm about to, protect myself. I don't know what's going on. Let me just make sure that, let me protect myself first before I address this shit while she's still out my truck. So I get, I get myself prepared just in case somebody's coming to do something to me, because I see this lady and I open my door after I told her to go ahead about her business. So I look over and I'm like, what are you doing? She said, you handsome. I said, if you don't get out of my truck. She stepped back, I slammed the door, I locked the door on her out again, checked my surroundings again. I'm looking around and I'm like, what in the world? This lady just came over my door. So now I'm like, let me get out the truck and make sure. See what's going on, go to the store or something. Let me see what's going on, because I'm back here by myself. I'm ducked off, I don't know. It ain't no lights back here like that. I mean, I'm not really afraid, but at the same time, I'm cautious. Got a lady over here trying to open my door, get in my truck. I already seen her over there. I told her to go ahead. She still came over here. I don't know what's going on. So I get out of my truck, kind of scan everything, look around. I don't see anything. I see her walking the other direction, still kind of looking back, saying stuff. But I'm like, you go ahead about your business. I went in the store, came back out. Everything was fine. But I say that to say, make sure you lock your doors. No matter where you at. Just that quick. It could have been not her. It could have been anybody else. And I'm in the back of wherever. Nobody's coming back here to check on me. A truck sitting there for hours and hours and hours with nobody attending it. Nobody will pay attention for a long time. So it just opened my eyes to make sure that you be mindful. Make sure to be mindful of where you're parking. Make sure to be mindful are your doors locked. I'm thinking, you know, I ain't worried about nothing. I wish somebody would unlock my door. I wish somebody would come to my truck. But when it happened, it was like, you know what? I can really be put in danger if I'm not paying attention. Somebody can really get the drop on me if I don't lock my doors. I could really put myself in danger by parking in certain places, certain areas of the world. I may be in danger just looking the way I look, and they see me in there and getting out my truck and going to my truck, and they may choose me as a target. So my first 30 days, that's one thing I learned very quickly. Be mindful of where you park. Be mindful of locking your doors. Don't just park anywhere just because you want to get all the miles, because your safety is most important. So if you can, get to one of those major chains. I'm not saying nothing wrong with the smaller stores and everything, but just make sure you check the area and make sure that you leave yourself in a safe place. For my first 30 days, that was one of the main things that I learned, besides not being able to park on shoulders. And so that's what I mainly wanted to touch on in this video. Of course, the next 30 days I learn other things, and the next 30 days I learn other things. So I'm gonna continue on with the path and continue on with my journey and how I figured out things and how I learned things along the route, and I'll pass the information back and share the stories with you guys. And if you got any comments, any questions, or anything like that, leave it right down here. Make sure you like and subscribe to my videos. You know what I'm saying? You like it, you subscribe to it, that gets my videos out more. I'm trying to educate and help out anybody I can. You know, I've only got a few videos up so far, but already people like, yeah, I want to hear what you got to say, because it's a lot of things I want to know. Talk about this, talk about that, talk about this. So I'm giving it to you straight and narrow. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, and that's just all I'm gonna do. So another episode of Truckin' with P. I appreciate you tuning in to check it out. And please like and subscribe to my videos. If you got anything that you want to question, if you want to know anything, if you got anything you want me to discuss on my channel or anything like that, don't hesitate to comment. And yeah, in the other videos, I hadn't promoted my Instagram or any other accounts or anything. I'm not gonna promote any other accounts right now except for Instagram. My Instagram is _trucking_P, trucking without the G and P, just _trucking_P. So if you're interested in following my Instagram, _trucking_P, like and subscribe to my videos. Stay tuned with your boy. Another episode of Trucking with your boy P, and I am your boy P. Until another episode, like and subscribe. We out.